Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Arnold James, and I'd like to spend some time this afternoon talking to you about self care. During these uncertain times of COVID 19 and having to be sheltered in place, it is easy to become anxious, bored, and then sometimes even depressed. It is more important now than ever that we find ways to take care of ourselves to maintain our emotional health during these uncertain times. Self care is an intentional attitude to look at how we may take care of oneself to heal from empathic failures, past traumas, and emotional blind spots that may cause conflict. What we're talking about are activities that soothe the mind, body, and soul. We're talking about an intentional mindset, a compassionate attitude. There are several types of self care. We look at them in the realms of sensory, emotional, spiritual, physical, and social areas of our lives. When we start to talk about the sensory aspect of our lives, we want to consider all the senses: touch, smell, sound, sight, and taste. Examples of, examples of activities of self care include cuddling, going outside and smell the air, focusing on movement of your own breathing, taking a long shower, walking barefoot in the grass, having a massage with essential oils, holding a pet in your arms. When we look at the emotional aspect of our functioning, we're thinking about riding the wave, being with your feelings. Too often we want to discharge our feelings, get rid of them, not feel them. What we're talking about here in the way of self-care is to become comfortable and identify what you're really feeling. The ways in order to do that would be to keep a daily journal, seeing a therapist. A lot of people, because of social distancing, may not be able to go to a therapist's office, but most therapists, including myself, are using telehealth methods of communicating with our patients so that they do not feel isolated and alone. Writing a list of feeling words. A lot of times it's difficult to communicate what we're feeling is because we lack a feeling vocabulary. Write down what it is you're feeling and think of how many words you can use to explain that, and then decide what are you really feeling. Making time for family and friends. When you're sheltered in place, you may not have a choice in being around family, but reaching out to your friends by text or Skype, that you stay emotionally connected to people. Instead of watching serious dramas on television, how about comedies? Look at something that is going to make you laugh. How about, some of us like to sing in the shower, how about just turn on some music and just have a dance party at your house and just laugh and sing out loud with your family? There's also a spiritual aspect when we start to talk about our self-care. This includes getting in touch with your values and what really matters to you. Keep up your daily meditation or prayer life. It is difficult to attend a service, but you may be able to contact services through telework or through video. If your church is offering a video service, please take advantage of that. Take walks in nature and reflect on the beauty around you. You know, we hear the cliche, take time to smell the roses, but when we're talking about self-care, we really are talking about the divine that exists in nature and the colors of green as spring unfolds in front of us right now. Another activity would be make a list of the things that make you feel grateful. Sometimes we don't think about what we're grateful for until that thing has been lost. How about take some time as we are taking time away from our daily schedules and think about what we are really grateful for. Also, this may be an opportunity to have dedicated space to be creative, to indulge in the arts, music, crafting, or writing. For those who may be more physically inclined, there's a physical aspect to self-care. This is paying attention to what is vital to the body and that which helps you to let off steam. Like I said, have a dance party, dance, do yoga if you're so inclined, learn a new sport, go running with your dog, or just take a walk. Take a nap when needed. I cannot overstate that one of the healthiest things you can do for your body to build your immune system is to get good rest. And then, because you have the luxury of time, also add in naps. One of the things that we need to learn when we start to deal with our activities is learning how to say no. No is the easiest way to establish a boundary to create a safe, comfortable, peaceful space around us. Some of us, our egos get so caught up into having a lot on our schedules and having activities that we don't know how to say no until we're burnt out, tired, which renders our bodies a breeding ground for sickness. Don't push yourself when you're tired. If you are tired, rest, take a nap, and just say no to obligations, particularly non-essential obligations. To deal with the social aspects of our lives, we need to start connecting with people that gives us a sense of being seen by other people. When this shelter in place is lifted, we need to start making lunch dates with great friends. Write an email to someone far away. Just this morning, I looked at my directory and decided I would text people that I've not been in touch with in a very long time just to see how they're doing and how they're dealing with this storm, to offer them a sense of connection and reacquaint them with their self-care plans. Strike up a conversation with someone interesting. Join a support group or people who struggle with some of the same things you do. Some of this may not be germane to when you're sheltered in place, but think about how we incorporate these things when we are back out into the world. One of the things that this may give us an opportunity is to reassess who we socialize with and to stop socializing with people that undermine or disempower you. If people are bringing you negative energy, that is not building or facilitating your self-care. As I come to the conclusion of this brief talk, I want you to remember that when we think of self-care, we remain the healing journey by a continued commitment to self-care. Again, I'm Dr. Arnold James. Stay prayed up, and in the light of COVID-19, stay sprayed up.